There's a TikTok comedian that's in big trouble, Ashley Gavin.
Hello, welcome back to my domain. It's Monday. We're going to be talking about some drama.
It's tea time.
Things got pretty serious this week with a lot of people talking about the summer.
Should I have Nick over tomorrow to do tea? Should I have him? Should I do Nick at night again? Should I do tea time with Nick? Nick at night is copyrighted. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'll fight him. Don't get him canceled again. Bitch, it wasn't my fault. All right,
Marine, a lot of people talking about the Kick streaming drama and all the debates going on over there that I covered on Friday. You should check out that video. So I'm glad we get to go back to talking about news that is somewhat useless in the sense that most people in the world will never even know that any of this occurred. But that doesn't stop it from being interesting to talk about. No, it doesn't. And today's video is about stand-up comedians. So sit down! Today we are talking about Ashley Gavin. Ashley is actually a stand-up comedian that got very popular from this indie social media app called TikTok. She has grown to 1.3 million followers.
Never heard of it. Also, this is it. This is Nick at night, baby. He does tea. He does TikTok tea.
On the app, and she mainly just posts like crowd work from her stand-up. And if you're like me and you didn't know about Ashley Gavin up until this situation, I put together a quick overview for you to understand.
Bisexual girlfriend.
Okay, she's straight.
God made you gay. You're heterosexual.
Are you gay or lesbian?
You would not have made it as a straight man, Will.
Good work, straight man.
What do you mean the whole show's not gay?
That's cool. Gay neighbors.
What's another gay thing I can think of?
You're bisexual.
Lesbian daughter. Have I come up on your TikTok? You're gay.
Now listen, before you get angry, I'm not that guy. I'm not like this edgy comedy savant who's gonna get upset when someone talks about something that defines who they are. That's what comedy represents. It's all about turning your lived experience into comedy that can captivate viewers in an emotional way. Even doing like improv crowd work with the audience still is a part of the art form of comedy. So I can't really knock that. And even though I feel like this kind of comedy like wears thin on a lot of people regardless of who you are, I think that finding your comedic niche with your audience can help kind of separate you from a lot of struggling comics who can't seem to find their identity, especially in the age of TikTok when everyone's trying to fight the algorithm. Now, I also wasn't aware of Ashley Gavin before I checked out her TikTok for this story, so I can't pretend that like I never liked her. I never liked Ashley in the first place. I always knew something was off with her. You know, people love to do this whenever someone gets called out for their questionable behavior, but for me today, I cannot say that. Now, Ashley also co-hosts a couple podcasts, with one of them being called We're Having Gay Sex, which checks out the box for her. And although I know it's like easy to make jokes about how Ashley is always talking about her sexuality, but I want to make sure that I separate myself from the YouTube podcasters that are inevitably going to say something like, so yeah, man, I'm watching this comedy special and I'm like, oh my gosh, all she talks about is how she's gay, huh? Oh my God, like imagine, imagine if I went on stage as a stand-up comedian, imagine, and imagine if I just started making jokes about how straight I am, much
you know,
like
how much
women.
I
love to kiss women and go on dates. Oh yeah, I'd get canceled. They'd be so mad.
That's all there is to it, you know?
They'd cancel me. Yeah, and that's not really like what I'm going for here. Obviously, Ashley makes it easier for Brad and Chase for being so overly fixated on the sexuality of her and her audience. But I don't really think this is what makes Ashley Gavin specifically like inherently cringe or unfunny or whatever. I could kind of care less.
Yeah, we did uppies because you already know what time it is, dude. It's motherfucking walking time. That's right. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to fucking start walking. I have to figure out a way I have to figure out a way to like carry this though because it's heavy as hell. Ain't you strong, bro? Hell yeah, I am, but I don't want to fucking carry it every time. It's kind of stupid. Carrying is part of the workout. Bro, don't you got a drone that I can walk high yet? No, I don't. Did you wait 30 minutes after you ate? No. Do I have to? I think it's fine. I just got done eating. I'm walking slowly anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm not like doing high intensity interval training or anything.
Us about that. And on top of that, that's not even what got Ashley in hot water the past few days on TikTok. So let's jump into that. But before I do, about half of you aren't subscribed to my videos. I'm coming out with videos like 3 times a week. You should go down there and hit it so you can stay on top of the internet news. And I have another channel where I follow up some of the drama videos talking about like really niche things that aren't going to make for a full second channel video. So go check it out over there. Now, 4 days ago, a TikTok was posted by a fan named Olivia who went to one of Ashley Gavin's shows in Indianapolis, and she told us this story.
I went to a comedy show this last Saturday here in Indianapolis.
And she's explaining how they're kind of like getting the crowd riled up. They're telling them that they should make a lot of noise during the show. And Olivia talks about how during one of the jokes, she let out like a woo and she was like cheering and stuff for Ashley. And Ashley halted the joke and singles out Olivia in the crowd as she does a lot during her shows because she does do a lot.
He probably had to edit that out. No, guys. He probably had to fucking edit it out. In order to avoid a copy strike, please.
A lot of crowd work. And this is what she said.
At one point in time, she talks about abortion, and of course, I'm loud, just like she requested. I guess I was thinking I was being supportive. Next thing I know, she looks me dead in the face, and the crowd is silent. And she tells me that I am the most annoying fan that she has ever had come to one of her shows. Immediately after that, she tells me to go unalive myself. And I, jokingly, but also very seriously, was like, I already have. She proceeds to tell me to go unalive myself over and over and over again.
So Ashley tells her to unalive her.
Wait, I want to see. Does anyone have the video? I want to see this. This seems funny. Is Hasan on a treadmill? No, I just can fake walk really well. Keep watching.
Herself. She tells her, oh, I actually have tried before. And then apparently Ashley continues
Look at that.
to egg on Olivia in the crowd and make jokes. And so she embarrasses this girl at the comedy club. She walks out without her friend because she doesn't want to be embarrassed anymore.
As quietly as I could, I walked the ultimate walk of shame in front of this entire crowd that I just got like mortified in front of. And I just walk out with my head down.
And the server actually comes outside and apologizes to Olivia and offers her and her friend free tickets to another show because of what happened. Then her friend comes outside and tells this to her.
My friend decided to walk out after myself because we didn't want to cause a huge scene. We were trying to be quiet about it. And she tells me that Ashley Gavin had, in front of everybody, told her, oh, I'll comp the tickets, blah, blah, blah. And Emily is like, I didn't even know who you were. I'm here for my friend. And my friend wanted to see you so bad that she got VIP meet and greet tickets. And she was really excited to see you. And then she told me that she said, and your jokes weren't that funny. And then multiple tables of people booed her on the way out.
Then Ashley apparently blocked Olivia and her friend on Instagram because she saw earlier that day that Olivia tagged her in a photo, I guess, and then she found their names on the tickets and blocked them. So the video blows up. We have all these people validating Olivia for feeling upset about something like this. This is like a very hard topic for a lot of people to battle with, and to be, you know, singled out at a show in front of hundreds of people, it can be a little traumatizing. There's also people who are or were fans of Ashley who have been to shows in the past who say that she is a lot meaner in her live shows than she comes off on the internet. The jokes are a lot like edgy or whatever. I don't know. And hey, you know, comedy's subjective. I never said it wasn't. And after all, we didn't really see the video for context. We don't know exactly what happened, so I can't be like, oh, this person needs to go to hell. And it seems like gross to me, you know? And most of the reason for that is because after this situation happened, she didn't say anything. And she still hasn't. Like, she literally has not said a word about it and refuses to try to make any of it better. She just blocked the girls, and she's trying.
So relatable that you look uncomfortable walking on that thing. I'm actually not uncomfortable at all walking on this thing.
To move on while she's on this tour. So then this person posts this short clip online of the show that night, and the clip seems to be Ashley ranting about this girl, Olivia, and saying that.
Or like, you could go outside for a walk? Oh my God. Oh my God. Why didn't I think of that? What? I can go outside? Like, you could take a camera with you and Kaya? You want me to walk around in my neighborhood and dox myself so I could get killed? What? Anyway, let's continue.
Yes.
I am tweeting, okay? Tweet that I am pro-suicide. I will retweet that shit. And I think somebody
It's cute. It's cute, chatter. You're being cute. I shouldn't be making fun of you. You probably don't really understand how this works, so let me explain to you. I can't do that.
enjoy that. And it's such an abusive relationship I have with you guys.
Now, to be fair, there are a number of people coming out and supporting Ashley over this. Just a little bit. Some say that this is like the normal vibe for the show. She does a lot of crowd work. She, you know, busts the balls of a lot of people in the comedy stores. And if that's not really your vibe, if you don't think you can handle that, then that's on you. And I at least understand that perspective where it's coming from. Like, we only know one side of the story. We don't know exactly how things were said between Olivia and Ashley. So it could have looked way different from another person's perspective.
Some of you chatters I just fucking hate. I hope you know that. You're like, not all of you, obviously. I love most of you, like the overwhelming majority of you. But some of you dumb motherfuckers who have been like long-term community subscribers, you get banned permanently because you're a fucking idiot. I just want you to really know that. Right now, you can't write in the chat, but you're a fucking dumbass. You're an absolute fucking baboon. And that's why you got banned. Just know that.
But there are people that came out and were like, no, like Ashley does this at most of her shows. Like, most of her shows, she does crowd work and tells most of the crowd to unalive themselves. Like, that's just the comedy of it all. And I don't really think a lot of people are finding that justification okay. It seems like it's just giving them more of a reason to hate on a comedian that people aren't really finding that funny right now. And then I found a tweet while I was like looking through the research, and we don't know if this is true or not, but someone did tweet that they were at this show and people were wooing constantly, and she kept asking them to stop, and Olivia wouldn't stop doing it, and it seemed like she was asking for someone to pick on her in the crowd. But again, we have no evidence of this. It's just a person on Twitter who has 5 likes on their tweet. And so I'm just putting it out there because I want to at least, you know, see if there's some way that this was misconstrued. I don't know. I don't know if it is. I don't know. But as I kept looking into this story, I saw people posting a tweet that Ashley retweeted and responded to that said, at Ashley Gavin is pro sewer slide. And she responded to it and said, I am, exclamation point, but then ended up deleting the tweet after all these videos came out. And she hasn't made any other. It's hump day, you drama dumpster.
Wait, where's the video? Oh, she did come out with an apology. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of mid content. And it's not because like Nick's content is mid or anything. He's telling the story great, but I just don't find myself giving a shit about like TikTok comedians, especially like a comedian and constantly telling someone to kill themselves. Like I just don't. I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, yeah, it's a big deal. It sucks, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't hit my like pleasure centers as much, I guess. It's not a joke. It's not funny. It's a person being like really weird. I guess maybe if I saw the clip, it would be more entertaining. Big deal to Zoomers. Yeah. Zoomers do get really mad about really do get mad about like someone saying another person should kill themselves. It's like that and age gaps. Not hitting the right taste clusters. It's not exploding my taste clusters. The clip is later in the update video. Should I skip this and watch it? She actually screamed to kill herself. I mean, depending on how hard she screamed, it could be funny. But not in the way that like, haha, she said kill yourself. That's funny. But more so like, it's funny because she just, you know, became so unhinged.
This story actually got way more interesting after I watched the apology. This is crazy. So if you watch my channel regularly, you'll be familiar with the story I covered last week. Stand-up comedian Ashley Gavin came under fire after a TikTok about her came out saying that during one of her shows, she verbally harassed and bullied one of the audience members and said some pretty nasty stuff to her. Some pretty gross.
Someone told Connor to kill himself last night and said the world would be a better place. I thought it was pretty fucked. I mean, I don't know. I guess I hear it so much that I'm like, my Twitter experience is mostly people telling me to kill myself all the time that I kind of get it. Like one, I'm dull. I'm numb to it. But two, I also truly feel like that level of anger. I'm definitely desensitized to it. And I definitely do feel like it's something that I want to say to people all the time. I think that's it.
Gooey stuff.
And she tells me that I am the most annoying fan that she has ever had come to one of her shows. She tells me
Has arrived. 450 degrees, golden brown, warm like a newborn baby to the touch. Ashley came back and snapped back with a pretty mature apology, actually. And despite how you may feel about Ashley's actions in terms of a canceled person delivering an apology, this one was kind of opposite on the spectrum from you know who. But the story.
The irony, of course, is that most people who get like really panicky about the kill yourself discourse, one, have most likely attempted, but the funny part isn't that, obviously, that's devastating. The funny part is they say it all the time. It's the people that have attempted that 1,000,000% utilize it, weaponize it regularly. They throw it out every fucking day. One of my favorite parts of scouring the interwebs as a brain-broken psychopath is that I like to look at the profile of a person who tells me to kill myself. Now, in many instances, they're just a sock account, so you can't really track down the actual account, the public-facing account associated with the sock account. So that one is not as interesting, and that one's not as fun. Usually, if there's a sock account telling me to kill myself, I know that that person is already mentally unhinged. They have a sock account on Twitter. So I move on. Not as interesting. Sometimes, though, it's a public-facing account. That's when I get to digging. That's when I look at some of the tweets. Usually you don't even have to scroll too much. just scroll down a little bit and it's immediately right there. Publicly talking about their experiences with suicide, or potentially talking about how close they are to it because of things that have happened in their lives. That's usually part of the reason why I stopped responding to a lot of people on Twitter, because most people on Twitter are like that. Most people on Twitter are like that. They're like, I realize so many of like the irony poisoned accounts and shit are just like old dudes who are alcoholics or abusing medications, just living in like horrible circumstances. And they're angry. And that's why they're saying like the insane shit that they say. It's kind of sad. Anyway.
Story doesn't end there, so let's watch the apology. But before we do that, you should check out my other channel, He Said Us. I post goofy videos there like every day. I'm going to post one right after this video comes out. So go to that channel, check it out. We just hit 100,000 subscribers. I'm so proud. Anyways, click the link in the description or just look it up for God's sake. I don't care. Let's watch the apology.
Hey everybody, I'm making this video to address something that happened at a show of mine recently in Indianapolis. If you're familiar with my work, you know that sometimes I include audience interaction and crowd work in my show, and typically it's very fun.
I needed the juice up.
In this particular interaction, I let my emotions get the best of me, and I way overreacted to an audience member's interaction. I've been a comedian for almost 10 years. I know that I could have done better. I should have done better, and I want to be super clear about this. I took it way too far, and I am so sorry. I have been thinking a lot about this.
Okay, I'm sorry. Colin Ballinger broke me. She broke me. Immediately, as soon as I see an apology now, I'm like, where's the ukulele? Why is she not singing? I need to see fanfare. I need something more. I need this apology now to entertain me. I don't give a fuck about the apology. Oh my God. She literally broke apologies, dude. This has been a YouTube staple, an influencer staple for generations. Generations of YouTubers from the beginning of influencing. Generations of celebrities from the beginning of celebrity superstar culture has apologized in the same way. I'm sad. Sometimes maybe like light makeup, not too much. I'm really sorry. I fucked up. I'm going to do better. Straight to camera recordings. Until Colleen came in and dropped a fucking banger and changed the meta, redefined the meta.
And I don't take it lightly. If you're familiar with my stand-up, you know that I discuss my own mental health struggles, and you may also know that I lost my cousin. And the reason I talk about these issues in my stand-up is because I know how painful and isolating it can be, and I am trying specifically to break down those feelings of isolation. But in this audience interaction, I did not bring the care that I usually bring to the topic, and I hurt someone who has also felt that pain. And for that, I am deeply sorry. My behavior had the opposite effect of everything that I'm trying to do with my work. And I hold myself to a really high bar.
Oh my God, dude, you're a comedian. Holy fuck. Oh my God, dude. It's like, what do you mean? What high bar? You're a comedian. Like, you're supposed to make people laugh. You fucked up because you didn't. The joke was a little bit too edgy. Not that bad. Like the whole, oh, I have attempted. And then you go, oh, you need to try harder. Like that in and of itself, given the circumstances, could hit. It could bang. Just saying. But this is like, ugh.
I missed that bar in Indianapolis, and I'm going to do better. For myself, for you, for anyone who ever comes to my shows again. And for those of you who've reached out to me with support because you know where I stand on this issue, you know my heart, and you know that I want to be held accountable, I'm really, really grateful for your support. And if you don't know much about my work and you're hearing this for the first time, I hope you can feel my sincerity. And thank you to everyone for taking the time to listen to this.
So I watch this apology from Ashley and I go, oh, wow, that wasn't as bad as I expected. If I was a PR agent or whatever who had to go save Ashley's career, I would say that this video is...
I was going to say this exact same thing. Corporate Memphis ass apology video. That is exactly what happened here.
Far from the worst thing she could have done. Now, the comment about her cousin sort of felt like an unnecessary excuse to a lot of people who watched this apology, but I think it could have been a lot worse. She did have the comments turned off by the time that I actually saw the video. I don't know if it was comments off immediately or what, but I just thought that was a bit weird. But I was sure that this was just like a meh ending to all the drama. I did not think this whole thing was worth doing another Green is Not Nick video on it. But then I find out that we actually did get audio from the show just a few days earlier. We have real proof of whatever Ashley said that caused this whole situation in the first place, or we at least have a snippet of the proof. And I don't know how else to show you this, so I think I'm just gonna play it in full first. Please note, if you're sensitive to verbal harassment or comments about self-harm, I would skip past this audio. Not super pleasing to listen to. Let's check it out.
I had an abortion. Shut the fuck up! That was the most virtue signaling piece of dog shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Don't pull back on me. That was fucking annoying as fuck. Shut the fuck up! I don't care! You're an annoying person! Try harder to yourself! Alright? You just interrupted the tension I was building into the joke your mother should you. Okay? Jesus, don't pull back on me! You know she was...
I'm not her therapist. I can't do it. I'm so sorry that at one point you tried to take your life. I'm so sorry.
Dude.
It's just, I don't know. I mean, my take is, yeah, she's tasteless. I don't know why she's so fucking angry. Hasan, after he tells a joke that chat doesn't get, comedian gets pissed at a heckler. She's not even a heckler. That's the reason why this drama didn't tickle my senses. This is why I said my taste clusters are not tickled, okay? Like, this is literally the definition of a 4 out of 10 adway segue, okay? At the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break, and sometimes they're good, and other times they're a fucking 4 out of 10. This in and of itself is actually, surprisingly, a much higher rated ad break, but you, sheep, will rate it 4 out of 10 because I said 4 out of 10. You fucking sheep. Disgusting. It's meta commentary. Thank you. She's making fun of someone's previous attempt. That's too far. Bro, it's a comedy show. I don't think it's that far. You didn't try hard enough is like, depending on who you're saying that to, it could be considered a banger. Time and place, it's a bit of a banger. That's all I'm saying. You know what else is a banger? Not seeing the 3-minute ad break when I serve it by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. It's just that she wasn't like heckling. The person wasn't heckling, okay? I'll draw a circumstance for you where most of you would agree. She's a funny comedian, let's imagine, and not the unfunny comedian that she is. She makes a joke about abortions or whatever, and then there's some fucking annoying ass drunk Karen who's like, boo, abortions are murder. And then she turns around and goes, you know what's murder? You killing yourself. She goes, I've tried. And then she turns around and says, oh, well, try harder. It didn't take. Boom. All of a sudden, in that scenario, that's a significantly funnier moment that is way more valid. Okay? With the treadmill, Hasan has ascended to a new level of dad. Really? Is it dad like to have a treadmill? How do you use the mouse while on the treadmill? Are you using one of those standing desks? What if I was just faking it and I was sitting this entire time and I just simply am sitting on a chair you can't see from the camera angle and I'm just slowly just moving my legs to make it seem as though I'm walking on a treadmill? No, you can see my feet on the kayak cam, but what if I'm sitting on a high chair right now and I'm just faking it? How else am I moving my mouse? Nor, you sound a little winded, Daddy. Listen, I've been walking for like 25 minutes or so.
This is like way worse than I thought it was going to be. Like way worse. I'm going to break down this clip, but oh my God, I have a lot to say. So Ashley states in the show that I think she got an abortion in the past. And obviously there's like a weird reaction from the audience because people don't know if they should cheer or maybe if they're supposed to clap. Probably I stand up for that stuff. But for the audience member in question here, you can sort of hear her like cheering a little bit louder than the rest of everyone else.
No, I'm not going to do a plug for the treadmill, okay? I'm not. It's not a fucking ad. I'm not giving you a plug for the treadmill. Go find your own. I didn't even do research for it, so I don't feel comfortable getting someone else to fucking spend money on a treadmill.
And from what I hear in this audio, it doesn't sound like she's really ruining the show at all or drawing any attention to herself. Obviously, this is just audio, but I still find it a little weird. I feel like at every comedy show I've been to, there has been a rowdier person in the crowd. But again, I only have audio of the moment. Who knows what she could have been doing to deserve that? Maybe she asked for it. Maybe she asked to be screamed at like that. Oh my God. I can't believe that's even like something people are arguing about this situation. Oh my God. But basically, when this woman cheers, Ashley stops the show and seemingly says, no, kill yourself. That's the sound effect I'm going to use over my voice so I can censor me saying kill yourself. So just know that if you hear that noise, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that that's what the saying is. Kill yourself. Not you. So after Ashley says kill yourself once to this girl, she seems to legitimately like snap out of anger at this girl. It doesn't sound like she's doing a bit. It doesn't sound like she's like busting someone's balls. It sounds like she's fucking pissed. Dude, imagine if someone like Kurt, imagine if Kurt over here went on his stand-up show and legitimately yelled at someone the way that Ashley did to her audience member. Like imagine anyone, like any, I don't know, I just cannot wrap my brain around how you get to that point.
This is the Zoomers Kramer situation, exactly. And obviously it's like time adjusted. So for the Zoomers, obviously, I mean, the Kramer situation would be completely unacceptable. But this is today's like unacceptability.
In front of a whole crowd of people. Like, you know, everyone's watching you. And you don't think that is like, she tweeted after the show, she seemed to think the show did well until people got upset. So like she went through all of this and was like, good show. Good show. Just another day for Ashley Gavin. So she goes on to like yell at this woman for cheering and tells her that like her cheering for the abortion joke just sounds like virtue signaling. And
I just don't understand why she got like so mad. Like, I don't know why she got mad. The girl wasn't even heckling. Like, this is more confusing than anything else, really. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just texted Nick asking him to come on the stream tomorrow potentially for some tea time. She got mad like more than you do to most insane chatters. Yeah. As someone who gets heckled quite a bit and loses his shit quite a bit, I like when people lose their minds sometimes because sometimes it's valid. This is not one of those moments. But ultimately, I don't think she like did something all that bad. In the audio, she says you broke the tension, so it was probably during a large joke setup and the interruption ruins the delivery. Yeah, but she wanted people to be fucking wild in the crowd, you know what I mean? No heated gamer moments at the comedy club. Yeah, I just like, if you go to a comedy club, I expect, you know, like I don't expect someone to be like, wow, this is really fucked up. I'm going to cancel my favorite, or I'm going to cancel this fucking comedian because I went to a comedy club and she yelled at me. Like, you're going to a comedy club.
This morning,
What? We already covered this yesterday. You're late. This is my least favorite. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is my I mean, this is lighthearted. It's not the end of the world, but this is my least favorite type of joke that this treadmill has brought. It's so type comedy right there. Still love you though. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. You laugh at dad jokes? True. Yeah, all right. This was all right.